First of all, allow me to thank the organizers of this event in identifying a very important, what has been classified as the blind spot of planning for climate financing and global stocktake in terms of fragile-prone, conflict, and climate change-impacted countries like that of Somalia. Let me give you a prelude. As we sit here today, almost 1/3 of the Somali landscape is flooded, which means people's life and livelihoods have been highly disrupted. This might be the current phase of Somalia, but on the other hand, we are doing a whole host of other things to revive the Somali state and improve the livelihoods of our citizens. By the end of this month, Somalia is supposed to complete its HIPC initiative, a process that took us over 10 years of very prudent and constraining fiscal disciplinary measures. We are on the edge of defeating Al-Shabaab for good, and we are trying to develop national development plans that are anchored on the strategy of poverty reduction strategy. As we try to do all those things to improve the livelihoods of our citizens, who are by nature very resilient and very capable people, blessed with livestock, the longest coast in continental Africa, and an entrepreneurial people, climate shocks have the capacity to hinder any possible progress we can make in the security front, in the state building front, and in economic growth. So to come to your question, Somalia is part of a series of countries that are highly vulnerable to climatic shocks, but are the least beneficiaries of global climate finances. Our National Determinate Contribution Plan, currently in its revised form, estimates that Somalia would need $16 billion till 2030 to combat climate change. But we only get about $300 million a year, mostly in programs that are more responsive rather than preventive. So my conclusion is the global financial instruments put in place after the Paris Agreement must account for situations like Somalia, and the focus should be on structural transformational interventions rather than responses, early warning system, and scaling up climate finance to address the fundamental structural issues so that people can cope and live with climate change. Climate change shocks are not surprises or unanticipated incidents anymore. They're becoming a norm and a way of life.